para makita ko.
Tabo. Tabo.
Okay. So, higher derivatives. Kaya, labas ko lang yung solutions ko.
Yan. Ano po dito?
Chapter 9.
Outreaches.
Seven.
Real.
13. Yeah. Sorry. Hanap mo. Chapter 12. Ayun. Okay, so 12A, number 4, no? So let me see. So, polynomial. So, 3ax squared plus 2bx, 6ax plus 2b. Tapos, chain rule, 2ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay. Tapos may 2ax plus b. Tapos distribute mo. Actually, kahit di mo na-distribute, okay na yun eh.
Tabo.
Okay. Tapos ano pa? So, y double yung so kahit na ano, actually kahit na iwan mo siya kung hinihingi ng book yung expand, sige, expand.
Tabo.
Okay, anyway, sa solution ko rin, mukhang ganun din naman ginawa ko. So, C, pa yung patingin. Three square root of x over 2, and then 3 over 4 squared of x. Tapos, sa D, five ax to the 3 halves, 3bx to the 1 half over 2. Okay. Second derivative is a square root of x plus 3b over 4 square root of x. E is a over c minus b over x cubed. Yeah, x squared. Tama. 2b over c x cubed. Yung sa f, okay, minus ab plus bc, cx minus b square. Okay, sige. Kaya, paano mo check ko lang yan kasi may nakalagay akong notes about alternative methods eh. So nag-low-D high D low ka. Okay, yung alternative, pwede ka rin mag long division. Parang effectively, parang long division siya eh. Kaya, pakita ko lang. Pero ginawa ko pareho. So, yung idea ganito. So, sulat natin so this is 12A4, letter F. AX y equals ax plus b over cx minus d. So, yung pwedeng gawin dito, ganito. So, yung first step ay A, and then X, gusto natin kasi ng ng Cx plus D. Cx minus D. So, ito. So, magka-factor out ako ng A. Ayan. Pala. Kaya, A times then pen. Okay. Cx minus D. Cx minus D. Yeah. And then plus D. Tapos merong over C. And then plus B. Nakita? Cx minus D. Okay. So, pag ginawa yan, yung factored form is going to look like yung first term, magka-cancel yung Cx over D. So, may iwan lang A over C. And then yung next, AD over C plus B over Cx minus D. Or, pwede mong isulat in the form AC plus AD plus BC. Yung C, sulat tayo sa common factor, Cx minus D. Yeah. Palabas ba? Cx. Okay. So, C, tama. A, kulang. A, D plus BC. So, AD over C, yan. Okay. So, once nakaganyan na, pwede mong identify dito yung constants. So, ibang color ba? Yung bago sa kaya. So, pwede mong identify yung constants. So, yung AD plus BC over C, that's a constant. A over C, that's also another constant. So, ito, yung kailangan mo lang i-differentiate yung 1 over Cx minus D. And then tuloy-tuloy na yan.
Opo.
Okay, so that's just another way. Parang do the algebra first before you differentiate. Pwede rin yung dumiretso ka ng low D high minus high D low over low square. Which is, ginawa ko pareho para lang ma-compare yung dalawang methods. So it's really up to you kung alin yung mas useful for the given problem. Okay, so yung number 5 naman. So, dy dx is tingnan ko yung ano. So, 2c AD plus BC Cx minus D cubed. Okay. Tapos yung derivative ay negative of AD plus BC Cx minus D square.
Opo.
So, AD plus BC. Parang may mali dun sa ano, but yung C nasa taas. Sa, dun sa, check ko lang baka naman A over C, BC plus AD, 1 over C. Okay, and then, tama. Pag nag-differentiate ka, Delta chain rule, magka-cancel out yung C. And then differentiate again, magkakaroon ka ng 1 over C. Ng isa pang C. Okay. Sige. So yung next, yung number 5. So pwedeng patingin. (2x plus 2, 2). Show that yung derivative. Actually, pwede mong gawin yan ay, kasi kung gusto mong i-show, instead of putting in a question mark, pwede rin na isulat mo lang siya as start from the left, paubain mo, ituloy mo lang hanggang umabot ka na magiging equals sa 4y. Pwede rin yun.
Opo.
Kasi yung 4, yeah. Kasi yung may equals and question mark. So, another way of writing it. Sige. Number 5, number 6. If xy equals x minus 3 is equal to x squared.
Dominion.
Ano yung kailangan? Prove that. X squared d square y dx square okay. Writing, yung ano lang para lang dun sa writing. So, yung para i-prove, ang dapat mong gawin, may extra line ka. So, x square d square y dx square plus x dy dx. Tapos, pakita mo yung substitution. So, x square times, kanina kuha mo sa first derivative as a second, plus x, ano naman yung first derivative. Kasi, gusto namin pakita na we start from here, then the substitution, and then, at the end, kaya kita ba yung sinusulat ko? Next page.
Ayan po.
Okay, so, ayan. Tama yan. Nandiyan talaga yan. Okay, so, yung para lang klaro, kasi di ba you have to show na yung left-hand side equals sa right-hand side. So start with the expression for the left, and then do the substitution. And then at the end, so may lalabas na expression na, okay, we now identify this as, whatever this is, as y. Yeah, mabagal mag-update Ayan. So ganun yung write-up na. Naalala mo yung ginagawa dun sa trigonometric identity proofs? Di ba ganyan din? You start from one side and then go to the other side. Instead of writing yung may question mark.
Opo.
Okay? So balik tayo sa sa calculation. Ano naman to ang kailangan lang talaga dyan ay mag-substitute and then mag-simplify until lalabas yung kailangan. Okay. So, yung number 7 naman, wala na pala. Yung 12 practice now 2. Okay. So, tingnan ko. Zoom in ba to? Ayan. So, x squared plus 1, low d high minus high d low over low square. And then we have to find the values for which 3x over x squared plus 1 is increasing. Ngayon, yung derivative ay 3 minus 3x squared over x squared plus 1 squared. And, okay, so, decreasing now. So, dapat less than 0. And then, positive yung denominator. So, magsisimplify dito. Okay. Ngayon, x plus 1, x minus 1. So, it opens downward. So, para mag-negative, dapat greater than 1 or less than negative 1. Okay. Next. Yung next ay 12 practice now 3. So, f of x. Okay, so yung first derivative ay 20 minus 5x squared. over 4x squared plus 16 squared. Kaya, ba't di tayo nagmamatch? 20. 4x squared. Bakit 4x squared plus 4? Pag 4 squared is 16, negative 20. Teka, bakit ganon? 16 minus 4x. Teka, check ko lang. 4x squared plus 16 times 5 minus 5x times tapos yung laman 8x. So 5 times 4 is 20x squared. Tapos kailangan ko lang i-match. Magkaiba yung constant natin.
Hindi, rational eh. Tama. Rational logarithmic. Ano rin, ganun.
Fourth. Okay. Yung numerator mo, di ba, is 80 minus 20x squared. Para maging 20, nag-divide ka by 4. So, dapat may iwan ka pang extra 4 sa denominator. Okay. So, ayan.
Pero na-cancel naman.
Ngayon, magka-cancel nga. Pero, kailangan para lang tama. And then, okay. So, ang importante yung 20 minus 5x squared. 4 minus x squared, 2 plus x. 2 minus x should be greater than 0. Para increasing. And then, x is greater than 2, x is less than... Bakit? Kaya, parang hindi... x is greater than negative 2, x is less than 2. Ang shape ng graph ay going downwards. So, dapat positive siya between negative 2 and 2.
Sige, may half-life.
Okay, sige. And then, percentage of drug. Okay. Tapos, yun, may restriction, no negative R's. Okay, so 0. Ayan, tama. Sige, so B1 naman. External Wi-Fi card dito. B, C, D, E, F. Okay, find the values of x for which each of the following is an increasing function. Ngayon, teka, yung factored ay 2 times x plus 5, di ba? Huwag mo muna i-cancel yung mga constants. Kasi, ano yun eh, dapat yung buong expression yung papakita mo na greater than 0. And then, saka mo na lang i-cancel out yung constants.
Wait, no.
Yeah. Anyway, so yung ngayon, compare and check mo muna yung mga derivatives natin. Yun. So, okay, letter C, it should be negative 6x minus 6. Tama naman yun. Pag finactor out mo yung negative 6, teka, minsan napunta yung negative. May negative sign pa yan.
Negative 6 ang factor.
Negative 6x minus 6 yan eh.
Ito. Transpose mo ito, negative sign C.
Real.
Okay. Tapos, pag always start with kumpleto yung constants. Kasi, di ba, paano kung yung constant negative? Di magkaka-sign change.
Negative sign.
Pag nag-divide out ka. Kaya, tingnan ko. Yung sa A, okay, may yung constant na 2, pwede mo nang i-divide. So, x plus 5 is greater than 0. X is greater than negative 5. Yung sa B, okay, x is greater than 2. Yung sa C, x is less than negative 1. And then, okay, for letter D, x is greater than 4 or x is less than negative 3. And then for letter E, x greater than 5 halves to, no?
Abo.
And then x is less than negative 1. Okay, yung sa F,
Nebo, sa baba.
teka, ayun. Okay, so x is greater than 5 or x is less than 3. So, 12b1. So, okay, 12b1. So, let's look at 12b2.
Nalagay ko lang mga factoid.
Wala yung wala yan, Josh.
Yun lang.
Tingnan ko lang yung expressions for the derivative. Then x minus 10, negative 4x plus 7.
Kaya yung author sa 6.
Kaya B, C is 6x squared minus 6x minus 12. So 6. Yeah. Letter C ito, no? Bakit? Hindi tayo pareho ng expression ng derivative. 12x 6x squared minus 6x minus 12. Okay. That's for C. Yung letter D, 12x squared minus 30x minus 72. Hindi pa ako, basahin ko pa yung previous page. Check ko lang yung expressions. E, okay, 12x squared minus 6x minus 18. And then, yung sa F, 3x squared plus 6x minus 24, yung factored form, hindi ko pa pala finactor. Check ko lang yung factored forms. Kung dapat na may factored forms, iba yung D, E, at saka F.
Kita mo.
Okay, so ngayon tingnan ko naman yung mga ranges. So for letter A, patingin. X is less than 1. For B, x is greater than negative 7 over 4. X is between -1 and 2. Okay, next. Okay, -3/2 x4.
Yun sa kanya, ano? Ba't baliktad yung sign yata ng B po?
Baliktad lang.
Baliktad yung sign.
Nagulo.
Kaya, -7/4. Teka, check natin bakit nga babaliktad yan? Anong nangyari?
Yung po, yung negative sign sa negative na 1 na constant.
Okay, lagyan mo ng parenthesis yung first expression mo, yung 4x plus 7. Tapos may negative.
Nakano pala naka-P.
Tapos, parang pag nag-divide ka ng negative number, ano yan eh?
Change.
So, magpa-positive. So, 4x plus 7 is greater than 0. And then, ayun. Yan yung kaya importante yung mga constants na yun eh. Pag may nalaglag kang negative sign, ayun, damay-damay na. Okay, so, kaya wag mong tipirin yung solution mo. Kaya, tingnan ko naman yung D. -3/2 2x minus 3x plus 1. So, -3/2. Yung E is -1 x 3/2. -4 x 2. Okay. Sige. Yung number 3 naman. Kaya, basahin ko lang. So, ano yung derivative? 2x squared minus 6x over 2x minus 3 squared. Yung ginagawa ko niyan, yung expression sa derivative, doon ako nagpa-factor eh. Saka ko lang sinasubstitute sa inequality. Pakita ko sa yung solution ko. Kunin ko lang ng picture, tapos send ko. Para matingnan mo.
Meeting.
So, sa derivative expression, nandyan, pina-factor ko na. And then, nagdo-drawing nila ako ng tawag dito? Nagsuset ako ng table of signs. Yeah. Tapos, makukuha ka na increasing when x is greater than 3. Kasi hindi naka-define yung for x less than 0. So, kaya may ganyang limitation.
Abo.
Okay?
Abo.
Sige. So, yung number 4 naman. dp dx is 6x squared minus 42x plus 60. Okay, x is between 2 and 5. Okay. Number 5, B5. So, dp dx is 6 x squared minus 9, x plus 18. Actually, sa mga guides, yung sa ganito, pakita mo yung yung saan, kasi pag ito lang, mahirap makita na na for example, hindi obvious sa reader bakit ito yung inequality. Kailangan mong ipakita yung factoring.
Dito.
So, i-ano mo lang siya. So, show the factoring. Kasi,
Real.
yeah. Okay, so, ayun. Tapos, ngayon, sinabi, profits increase. So, increasing kapag x is between...
Parami ng workers, mas maraming pro-produce. So, syempre, mas may profits.
Hindi, tayo intindihin yung solution mo. X is greater than 6 and x is greater than 3. Okay. Pero ano yun bakit ganun? Yung kanyang profit function. Kasi tingnan mo, between 3 and 6, anong nangyayari?
Baka siguro sa dami po ng workers, mas marami na yung na salary tsaka yung pang fund kaysa sa na-produce nila. Mas tumataas na po yung mga parami ng workers.
Ayun. Kasi nakita ang profit is increasing. Ano yung tingnan mo yung graph ng P of X. Paki-plot. So, gawin mo sa Desmos. So, yung profit function lang hindi yung derivative. Tapos investigate natin yung region between 0 and 7. So 2x cubed minus 27x squared plus 108x. Hindi. Ganito, mag-focus ka sa yung x values dapat between 0 and tawag dito? 0 and 7 halimbawa, or 0 and 10. Tapos, yung saka mag-scale ng y, huwag ka mag-zoom in or zoom out kasi parehong affected. So, dyan ka mag-a-adjust. So, yung x between negative 1 to 10. Ngayon, mag-adjust ka naman ng y ngayon. Between 0, kaya mo kung may crossing, and umaabot ng so gawin mong let's say 200 muna. Kung ayaw pa rin, taasan mo pa. 5,000.
There.
Kaya naka-zoom, pwedeng paki-check yung
So it isn't
Okay.
actually decreasing or stalemating. Ay, hindi po siya hindi siya nagpa-plateau, hindi rin siya decreasing. Ano lang, mas mabagal
Hmm.
lang po yung profits to workers.
So tingnan natin. Yung profits nag-increase. Ngayon, yung critical region natin ay between 3 and 6. So anong nangyayari doon? So DPDX is um,
I think it's still increasing naman po.
pwede nga no, paki-check no, hindi pwede paki-check no nung equation. Para lang 2x cubed minus 27 yun, 27x squared. Paki-correct.
Eh, bro. Yun yung real. Okay. So, ito, plateaus.
Tapos nun, yung scaling natin, kasi masyado nang mataas yan, no? So, gawin natin hanggang 100 yung Y.
Baba.
Tapos yung yung Y from negative from 0 siguro. Kailangan lang kailangan lang makita kung nagpa-positive o naging negative eh.
What is it?
Sana yung graph.
Ayun.
So between 0 and 6,
3 and 6.
yeah, so
Bumaba.
nagdi-decrease talaga yung may profit pero nagdi-decrease.
Bakit ba?
Then, kasi halimbawa, kung nagdadagdag ka ng tao pero kulang yung gamit
O kaya pambayad po sa tao.
or something or may ibang kasi 'di ba, yung number of employed or baka may hindi efficient yung use pag ganyan yung range of yung number of people.
Tawo.
We don't know. Kasi at least ang lang naman dyan ay para makita mo na, okay, decreasing, so makikita mo yung graph, di-decrease yung profit. And then, nagsisimula na mag-increase. So yung bad zones, kung gusto mong nag-increase yung profit, yung hindi ka dapat, yung number of people na employed should be in thousands in hundreds, no? So yung dead zone is 300 employees and 750. Okay. Yeah. So pag tingnan mo yung graph, so tingnan natin yung graph ulit. So alam natin nagsisimula mag-increase. So makita natin from the graph, decreasing yung graph from 3 to 6. Pero ayaw mo mag-employ ng number of people na between 300 and 750 kasi even though nag-increase na siya sa 600, yung profits mo hindi pa rin na ma-maximize. So,
pero
yan yung parang
kung isipin niyo po yung profits, kung 300, you will have the same as 750, more than double the number of employees. So, ang dami po nang kailangan idagdag. So, baka siguro yung functional na po hanggang 300 lang. Kasi, unless na malaki yung naging malaki na yung company, kaya lang mag-afford ng much more than double their size.
Siguro po kung starting pa lang ng 300, tapos na nag-increase ka, baka wala pang order. Pwede pong ganun po.
Ewan ko lang. Ang lang naman dito ay it's not a good idea na kung gusto mong italon yung number of employees, ang iiwasan mo yung 300 to hindi lang 300 to 600, kundi 300 to 750. Kasi dun pa lang sila nag-match. Para ang nangyayari, as you add more employees, hindi wala kang may experience na profit tip.
Abo.
Yeah. So, gusto mo biglang mag-hire ka ng extra na aabot ka kagad ng from 300, aabot ka kagad sa, so pag nag-hire ka, let's say umabot ka ng 300. Yung next hiring mo, gusto mo isang malaking batch na additional na, I think, para umabot ng 750. 750 minus 300 is 450. So, gusto mo mag-hire ng 450 agad para maiwasan yung dip.
Opo.
Ayun. Yun lang naman. Kasi, ano yun eh, just because the profit is already increasing doesn't mean it's worth it na mag 600 employees ka na uli. Yung may sense ay 750.
Opo.
Okay, so B5 to, no? Kaya BN4, BN5. Check ko lang. Okay, yung next problem is number 5 niya, no? Okay, ano yung number is B5. So, let's see. Kaya tingnan ko yung yung book ko. Ano yan?
Po, maximum stationary points na po, maximum and minimum points.
Okay. So 12B. Sige. So tingnan natin yung So tingnan natin yung maximum and minimum. So yung conditions na kailangan natin dito, pagdating sa part na to, dito na pumapasok yung tests for is it a maximum, is it a minimum? Kasi pag stationary, yung tangent line, tingnan mo yung sa tingnan mo yung graph dun sa tag dito. Mas maganda may yung inflection point. Okay. So yung mga graphs dito. So on page 375, pag tingnan mo yung graph, yung minimum and maxima, if you look at the graph here, so yung points na A, B, and C, papansin mo, yung tangent line, panay horizontal. So derivative is equal to 0. The question is it sufficient? So to answer that, tingnan mo yung sa tingnan mo yung sa stationary points of inflection. Yung next page, tingnan mo yung figure 12.5 at figure 12.6. These are examples na yung tangent 0, pero hindi siya maximum, hindi siya minimum. So kailangan nating malaman yung conditions para is it maximum, is it a minimum, or is it a point of inflection? So the way to do that is pagtingnan natin dun sa so let's look at yung first na yung practice now 4. So before we do practice now 4, tingnan natin paano ginagawa ng worked example. So if we look at the worked example on page 380, nasa same page ka na ba?
Opo.
So find the coordinates of the stationary points and determine the nature of these points. Hence, sketch the graph. Ngayon, yung stationary points, first, kailan nagsi-zero yung derivative. Tapos, pag alam natin kung kailan nagsi-zero yung derivative, tingnan mo ngayon yung signs ng derivative in the neighborhood. So, sa -1, it's 0. Some slightly before -1. So, example,
by the way, ano rin po yung pala yung considered na local, na simple local minimum maximum? What do mathematicians consider local?
Kaya siya local kasi may absolute maximum which is yung largest sa lahat ng values. Yung local, may neighborhood, and in that neighborhood, maximum siya. So, okay, gawa ko ng graph para i-illustrate or let me sketch what it looks like. So, punta ako sa Kaya try ko mag-reconnect sa aming dun sa yung laptop ko. Medyo nag-aano siya. Okay, so trying to connect. Yeah. Sorry, ni-reload ko lang yung page. Okay, so if we go to the next page, so page 9. Okay. Ngayon, example ng local maxima. Let's say ganito yung shape. Yeah. So let's say ganito yung shape ng graph. And then, pangit ng, yeah, hindi function to pag nandito. So, dito, so truncate lang natin dito.
Hindi pa nag-load.
Teka, hintayin ko lang yun, no, na mag-load siya.
Yun.
Ayan.
Sige po.
Tapos, yung axis natin, halimbawa ito. May delay lang.
Ano po, kung
So,
gusto niyo mag-draw ng straight line po, hold shift habang ginagalaw niyo po yung ginagalaw yung pen.
sige. Okay, ngayon tingnan natin yung ano dito. So sa yung point na to sa let's call it A, B. Ito halimbawa somewhere here that's going to be, let's call this point C. Dapat sinama ko na to. This is D. And then may other point E. So yung A, B, and C, A, B, and E are known as local maxima kasi ang color coding. Kaya meron ba? Ayun. Okay. Okay, kaya so for example, tingnan mo tong interval na to around yung interval around XA. In this interval, so for these values of X, pag tingnan natin, ang A is the maximum in this interval. Kaya siya local maximum kasi we can find an interval na maximum siya. An open interval with A at the center. Parang kaya ano yan? Kaya siya local maximum. Same thing with B. Ngayon, yung theorem kasi, yung ano dito kasi, kung absolute maximum, absolute minimum. Halimbawa, yung function natin defined lang over that range. At tinanong ka, ano yung value ng maximum? So, kung yung titingnan mo lahat ng local maxima, A, B, and E, titingnan mo rin yung endpoints. Kasi halimbawa, yung graph natin, so gamitin mo yung pula. So let's say yung graph natin defined only for this range of X between 0 and XF. So pag hinahanap natin yung maximum, we have to consider all the local maxima as well as the endpoints. So yung absolute maximum is still going to be E. Kasi yan yung may pinakamataas sa value. Yung local maxima will be at A, B, and E. Absolute is yung pinakamataas over the whole range. Yung local minima is D and C. Pero pag tinanong ka, nasaan yung absolute minimum? It's going to be here at 0.
Okay.
So when you're solving a maximum or minimum problem na over a whole range, let's say, ano yung absolute maximum? then you have to look at kung kailan nagsi-zero yung derivative at yung endpoints ng interval as long as continuous. So ang idea dyan, dapat yung function walang breaks, continuous.
Opo.
So, ini-investigate mo isa-isa yan. Pero yung problems ng book natin, hindi naman siya naghahanap ng absolute maximum. Naghahanap na siya typically relative maxima. So, gusto lang na within that neighborhood, within a neighborhood centered at each point, maximum siya.
Opo.
So, and for that, gagana yung necessary condition. So, ito. So, yung necessary means, so necessary condition is, yeah, bakit? Yeah, burahin ko lang to. So, yung necessary condition for for maxima and minima, yung relative maxima, ay dy dx equals 0. Pero, hindi siya sufficient kasi may mga pag-inflection point, hindi siya maximum, hindi siya minimum, nagpapalit lang siya ng curvature. Which is you can see from the other page.
Parang sa cubic function po.
Yung sa cubic function, may point of inflection siya. Hindi siya wala siyang maximum. So, usually ganyan. Ano yung necessary condition? And then, pag alam mo yung necessary condition, check mo ngayon. Ano yung sufficient? Is it sufficient para magkaroon ng relative maximum or relative minimum? And the way to check, so next page, so ay tingnan mo yung sign ng derivative. So, tingnan mo yung ang visualization ko pag ganito, let's say ito yung function. Tapos, tingnan mo yung tangent lines. Ito. Pansin mo yung signs, yung tangent line, before dun sa zero na slope or zero gradient, positive, zero, negative. So, if the derivative behaves this way, positive, then zero, then negative, ang implication yan, meron kang
local
maximum. Ngayon, paano kapag ganito? Negative and then positive.
Local minimum.
So, local mean. Ngayon, pag hindi nag-change ng sign yung derivative, plus 0 plus
point of inflection.
Point of inflection siya. Or minus 0 minus, point of inflection.
Opo.
That's 1/10. So dito, we don't need to calculate the second derivative. All we need to do is we need a table of signs of the derivative. Kaya importante yung factor and kasi, halimbawa, polynomial yan. E di, yung cubic or yung quartic, factor mo yung derivative and then masasabi mo na, okay, pwede akong may local maximum, may local minimum, may point of inflection.
Opo.
So, dun sa part na to, yung sa first practice now sa section na yan, ang test na pinapagamit ay look at the signs of the derivative around the stationary point. So, examine the neighborhood.
Opo.
And then you should be able to answer this. So, kung naman derivative yung y, and then factor to get the table of signs. Tapos, patingin ng tapos pa-explain, patingin ng solution. Okay, so factor. Or, yeah, factor. And then, Hindi, factor mo na. Kasi kailangan mo rin yung signs eh.
Two.
15x square. Teka, bakit 3x square? 5x. Nga. Check ko yung ano. X cube. Teka. X cube. Okay, kung may error ako, may transcription error ako dun sa solution ko. Dapat transcription error. Okay. Pwede kong tanong yan on another day. Ngayon, tingnan ko yung ano, nasaan yung calculator ko. Para madaling so, x squared minus 2x minus 3, x plus 1, x minus 3. Okay, tapos, yung signs ng derivative. I think yan, gawa ka na ng table of signs. Kasi, mas convenient yun eh. Na makikita mo na kagad yung number line. Alam mo yung ano, kaya sulat ko. So, punta ako sa next page nung sa different color. So, y equals check ko yan. So, kailangan kong i-assign statement. So, this is 12 pn1. So, x cubed minus 3x squared minus 9x plus 5. Tapos dy dx is 3x squared minus 6x minus 9. And then pag finactor, pwede patingin ng ano, yung so 3 times x minus okay, so 3 times x minus 3 x plus 1. Wait, check ko lang. Negative, so 3x, negative 3x plus x, so negative 2x, tama. So 3x squared minus 9. Okay, ngayon, yung table of signs ganito. Kuha ka lang isang number line. Tapos kailan ba tapos iligay natin yung factors. Ngayon, exclude ko na yung 3 kasi positive naman yan. So, understood na positive yan. So, bigay ko lang yung 3 dito. Ngayon, sa number line, kailan nagsi-0? When x is negative 1 and x is equal to 3. Tapos, ilagay natin dito, 0 kapag negative 1, 0 to kapag 3, and then yung signs, minus, 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 plus, plus, minus, and then yung buong derivative, yung dy y prime, so yung sign ng derivative is plus, hindi na Hindi kasha. Okay, so plus, abulahin ko lang yun. Tanggalin ko na lang yung line para pag-kasha natin. So, change color na lang ako. So, yan. So, ang y prime is going to be plus 0, minus 0, and then, so plus plus, we get plus. Kita?
Opo.
Ngayon, from this table, makikita na natin yung nature ng stationary points. The first stationary point is x equals negative 1. And since positive, 0, negative, that's a local maximum. Yung 3, dahil negative, 0, and plus, that's going to be a local minimum. And then you can check. Graph mo siya sa Desmos, yung x cubed minus 3x squared minus 9x plus 5.
Opo.
Okay? So, ganyan yung technique na ginagawa. Sa yung ginagawa naman ng book, nagdo-drawing siya, sketch of tangent, outline of graph. Tingnan mo yung niya. Mas gusto ko yung yung ganito kasi yung table of signs, ang maganda kasi dyan, generalizable siya kung rational function. For example, what if fraction yan? E di na tapos may higher order polynomials. Yung quadratic na yung tricks for dealing with quadratics mag-fail na eh. Pero kung finactor mo and kahit isa-isahin mo yung signs, makukuha mo yung product or yung buong quotient.
Opo.
Okay? So, I think in the long run, mas useful yung mag-table of signs kesa sa yung gamitin yung method nila.
Opo.
Okay. Anyway, so it's already 6 something. So we'll stop here. Ngayon, may isa pang test. It's known as the second derivative test. Pwede mong basahin. Nasa naman yan. Nasa page 381 onwards. Pero for this part, yung practice now 4, practice now 5, at saka yung mga similar questions na nilista, ang ini-expect lang dito ay okay na yung mag-table of signs ng derivative.
Opo.
Parang parang ang nakikita ko dito, usually hindi mo kailangan yung second derivative test eh. Pero may mga may problems na pinapagawa sa'yo kasi nagiging useful yung second derivative test kung kung yung function mo nag-involve ng variable coefficients.
Opo.
So kung aside from being a function of x, may mga variables ka pa as coefficients. In that case, baka mas okay yung second derivative test. Tapos yung mga yung mga
partial derivative?
hindi. Yung what if hindi mo alam hindi binigay sa yung coefficient ng isa sa mga functions yan. Kasi di ba may dumadami yung cases or nag-iiba-iba yung behavior depende sa power.
Opo.
Tapos kung may coefficient ka dyan na variable din. Ano ba yung mga example na wala akong maisip na example off the bat. Pero na intelligible. Pero kasi sa physics may mga cases na pakita mo na stable yung orbit. And then lumalabas ang kino-construct mo inequality na gagamit ka ng first and second derivative test. Anyway, we'll stop here and then we'll continue with yung practice now. Saan ba tayo? Pakita mo sa akin yung further progress mo sa practice now 5 at kung ano man yung magawa mo between now and kailan yung next meeting natin? Tuesday ba or Thursday?
Sir, naisip namin kasi baka wala rin siya kasi baka wala siyang time solve ng kasi pagka Monday marami siyang ginagawa eh. So Thursday na lang po.
Sige. So, ang gagawin lang natin ay Thursday, Sunday na lang.
For the meantime po, kapag
Sige.
marami activities, sabi namin baka
Okay.
mabugbog din.
Sige. So, see you again on Thursday. Bye-bye.
Okay po, thank you po.
sir.
Bye-bye po. Tia Mogus.